Hello everybody, how are you today? I hope you are fine. Today we'll be talking about a new lesson which is reading. So now let's move to our lesson. For lesson objectives, first you'll be able to use new vocabulary properly. Second, explore a new reading text. And the last one, review text information and apply these ideas into your daily need. So before we move to our new lesson, let's go back to our previous lesson a bit. First, let's look at number 1. She's a blah blah blah. She cuts hair. So the answer is hairdresser. Hairdresser is a person who cuts someone's hair. And number 2, he's a blah blah blah. He flies from Heathrow Airport. He flies aircraft. So he is a pilot. Number 3, she works in a hotel. The answer is receptionist. Number 4, he designs building. Architect. Number 5, she's a blah blah blah. She works for a family law firm. The answer is lawyer. Great. So let's move to the next slide. Number 6, he's a blah blah blah. He knows all the streets of London. The answer is taxi driver. Number 7, she's a blah 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 blah. She writes news story. The answer is journalist. Number 8, he's a blah blah blah. He looks after people's teeth. The answer is dentist. Number 9, she's a blah blah blah. She works in the city hospital. The answer is nurse. Number 10, he's earned blah blah blah. He likes working with money. And the answer is accountant. So now let's move to the new lesson. First, let's look at vocabulary. We have words, definitions, and answers. So now let's look at words. How many words are there here? There are 6 words. Private school, bamboo hut, outdoor, head teacher, mouse, and ambition. And there are several sentences under definitions and answers. So now let's look at word and match with its definition. Let's look at number 1, private school. Look at number 1, answer, and the answer is F. So look at F. Private school is a school that doesn't receive a financial support from the government. Alright. So now let's look at number 2, bamboo hut. The answer is B. A type of a small building primarily built by bamboo. Okay. So let's look at number 3, outdoor. With letter A, happening or existing done outside of the building. Number 4, head teacher. With letter C, someone who is in charge of school. So this is called head teachers. How about miles? Mile is letter D. The length of 1.6 kilometer. And the last one, ambition. Ambition with letter A. A strong wish to be successful, rich, and powerful. Next, let's look at reading. So, let's look at these pictures. What do you think these pictures are? You see the first picture, the second picture, and the third picture. And this is about what? About a small school which is in a small village in India, in West Bengal. They don't have a proper school. They just have a school which is built by bamboo, and students sit on the ground in order to study. They don't have chairs or desks as our normal school. And here you see, he write with a chalk on a whiteboard that it's different from a normal school. So now let's look at our text and let's read along with me. You know, this guy. You see, he is smiling and he's like a kind of polite or friendly man, maybe. And you just look at his photo, and his name is Bamboo Ali. He's 16 years old and he is a head teacher. So he is just only 16 years old and he become a principal of the school. And his motto is, I love teaching, I am never tired. So let's look at the text directly. Bamboo Ali comes from West Bengal in India. He is 16 years old and lives in the small village of Babda. His village doesn't have a school, but Babu is lucky because he goes to a private school in the next village. His school costs 1,000 rupees or 12 pounds a year. This is too expensive for many children in Babu's village. But they want to learn, so Babu teaches them everything that he learns. More and more children want to learn, so Babu's friends help him teach. The classes are in the Babu huts, but sometimes they sit outdoors. The school is free and now has a name. The Anal Shisha Nikatan School, and Babu is the head teacher. Busy days. Babu's days are very busy. He has no free time. He gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and helps his mother with the housework. At 8 o'clock he goes by bus to his school 3 miles away. He studied hard all day until 4 in the afternoon. Then he travels back to his village and at 5 he begins the classes. He teaches English, Bengali, history, and math until 8 in the evening. He says, I love teaching. I am never tired. Babu's ambitions. Now, the school has 650 students and 10 teachers. Babu wants to study at university, but he doesn't want to stop teaching, he says. I always want to teach poor children. So now let's look at the sentences underline the correct answer. Number 1. Babu gets up at 5 a.m. or 8 a.m. So what is the answer? And the answer is he gets up at 5 a.m. Number 2. He helps his mother in the house or father at work. So what is the answer? Mother in the house. Number 3. He goes to school by bus or car. The answer is by bus. Number 4. He studied hard until 1 p.m. or 4 p.m. So what is the answer? 4 p.m. So he studied hard from the morning until 4 p.m. Number 5. He begins his homework or the classes at 5 p.m. The classes at 5 p.m. Number 6. He likes or doesn't like his work. He likes or doesn't like? He likes. Number 7. He speaks or doesn't speak English. Can he speak English? The answer is yes. He speaks English. Number 8. He wants or doesn't want to go to university. The answer is he wants. Alright, so look at number 2. Answer the questions below. Number 1. Where does Babu come from? The answer is West Bengal in India. So West Bengal is a small village in India. Number 2. Where does he live? In the small village of Bapta. Very small village in Bapta. Number 3. Does his village have a school? No, it doesn't. He has to travel to study at a private school near his village. It's 3 miles away. Number 4. Why is he lucky? Because he goes to a private school. Maybe he gets some money and he can afford to study at private one. Number 5. How much does his school cost? It costs 1,000 rupees a year or 12 pounds a year. It's not expensive. Number 6. What does he teach the children? The answer is everything he learns. So everything he learns from his school, he takes those lessons to teach the poor children in his village. Number 7. Are all the classes outdoor? No, they aren't. Some students study in the bamboo hut, but some of them who actually, because the hut is small and only some students can study there, so the rest will study outside of the hut. Number 8. What's his school's name? Is it free? Anal Shisha Niketan School? Yes, it is. It is free for all students. Correct the sentences. 1. The school has 60 students. So, no, it doesn't have only 60 students. It has 650 students. Number 2. It has 5 teachers. No, it has 10 teachers. Number 3. Babu wants to stop teaching. He always wants to teach poor children. The last one. He wants to be a doctor. He wants to study at university. So now let's look at the question and answer below. 1. Why does he go to private school? 2. What is his motto? Answer. Because it doesn't have a school in his village. And he loves teaching. He is never tired. He always wants to teach poor children. So this is his vision, his philosophy. He loves teaching very much. What is his ambition? 4. What do you think why he creates that school? He wants to study at university. He just wants to study at university, his ambition. And the last one, I think he wants to help students who are unable to study at a private school to get education as he does. In addition, he loves teaching and he said he is never tired of it. So my teaching is coming to the end. I hope that all of you will benefit a lot from watching this video. And don't forget to do the quiz and copy the lesson and send them to me. Thank you so much for watching this video.